Friday Night Showcase. Sponsored by WSN Live streaming made easy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Ansley Brent celebrating a birthday last weekend. She's back. I'm back. Jeff Hager. We're both here for this week 4 edition of the News 25 Friday Night Showcase.
Yes, good to be back, but would it really be Friday in South Mississippi if we didn't sing Rick Rogrieve to Picayune?
I don't think so. It's pretty much tradition at this point. Reigning 5A champs with another huge 6A clash tonight against the Iberville, and those Warriors, the only team to beat Picayune on its otherwise undefeated run to hoisting up that gold ball, but with lightning strike twice. First quarter, Maroon Tide starting the game by reminding the Warriors that this is, in fact, a ground and pound offense as they chip away yard after yard, led by the man himself, Oregon commit Dante Dowdell. But after all that success on the ground, Picayune deciding to switch it up. Psych! Tide, of course, sticking with the run and rewarded with a beautiful play on the outside by Dowdell all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point is good, making it an easy 7-0 after the game's first drive. Warriors take over on their own 20 and struggling to find any movement as Gage Peterson gets taken down for the sack, forcing the punt and giving the ball back to a rolling Tide offense. Unfortunately for Picayune, that roll coming to a crash as Brady Robertson's pass is tipped and lands right into the waiting arms of Marquise Washington. However, that turnover resulting in nothing more than a punt. So Tide getting the ball back and deciding it might be best to, of course, stick with the ground game as Dowdell takes this one a long way deep into the Iberville territory, all the way down to the 5-yard line, reminding everyone why he's a 4-star recruit. A couple plays later, Dowdell finishing what he started, pounding his way into the end zone to make it 14-0 home team midway through the second quarter. And as the sign says, the Tide continues to play out of this world, taking revenge on the Warriors with the statement win, 35-7 final. Now, Ansley, as you very well know, some things are just bigger than sports, but sports always seems to give us that perfect avenue to make those other things as big as they should be.
Yes, of course, Biloxi High School recognized one of its own tonight, Coach Joey St. Amant, who was diagnosed with ALS about 6 months ago. An emotional pregame scene for the Big Red family, both Biloxi and Pearl raising money in support of the one they call Elmo. The field and stands were filled with blue shirts with the hashtag Put Us in Coach. With the money raised by both Biloxi and Pearl, Elmo will now have a handicapped van to help his family and friends get him to his doctor's appointments or wherever else he may need to go. Our thoughts and prayers are with Elmo and the St. Amant family. But we do have a game to play, and he got to do the coin toss. And the Indians rolling out the welcome mat for the Pearl Pirates. First quarter, the Indians are off to a hot start. Kicker Tristan Borsey sends the ball sky high to start off the game, and the Pirates just couldn't hold on to it. Dog pile on the ball, Cedric Grace, amazing Grace, comes up with the ball, and the Indians now have control. Sadly, they couldn't do anything with it, and the turnover is forced on downs. But don't you worry, that's not all. The ball is snapped to QB Zach Marlin. Ball is tossed in front of him, and tossed again, reversed, sending it to Demarion Fillmore, and he just keeps going and going and going. He takes it all the way just shy of the end zone, marked down at the 2-yard line. So close. But guess what, Jeff?
What?
The Indians have a plan. After a few attempts, Biloxi decides to let the QB hold on to it. And after much of a team effort, the Indians are on the board with a touchdown. And the extra point, of course, good. And the score is now 7-3 Indians in the second quarter. Lots of game left to be played, and the Indians are now on fire. They remain in the lead all the way to the end. And Biloxi adds another to their winning column with a final score of Pearl over to Pearl, 24-17 Indians. Thanks for the updates, Kaylee.
That double reverse kind of reminded me of the Superdome special there with Devery Henderson back in the day. Anyway, game within a game at Gulfport where head coach John Archie goes down memory lane against Germantown, where he was previously the defensive coordinator before his time with the Admirals. We pick it up second quarter, game tied at 7-all, and that's a big-time third down stop for the Admirals. First play after a turnover on downs. They're going for it all, and they've got a guy, but Tavares Henshaw can't hang on. Oh, my goodness. He was already thinking about the touchdown celebration. Beautiful ball from Jacob Palazzo. Gulfport going to keep it on the ground this time with Gavin Brown, half man, half popcorn butter, pushed out of bounds inside the 40, but the drive would end in a punt. Now, Ansley, check this out. You've seen the longest yard, everybody has. Well, tell me this doesn't look like Adam Sandler yelling to the sideline, "I can't hear you, coach." And it's a fake. Jeremiah Washington takes the direct snap, and he's close to the first down, but Landon Pettis says, "No, sir." Next Germantown possession, Less than a minute to go. Drew McCluskey following his pole blockers, but the half would end still deadlocked at 7-all. In the end, Gulfport getting it done at home, 21-10 final over the Mavericks. Admirals improving to 3-1 ahead of the Region 4 Class 6A slate. Last but not least, Pastor Shannon hosting St. Stanislaus in what used to be a heated Region 8 Class 4A rivalry. Now it's just a heated non-district rivalry. And how about former News 25 Student Athlete of the Week, Deidria Cuevas, winning Homecoming Queen. Congratulations. Home team on offense first, and this guy is a load to bring down. Jaquez Alexander Dido, only a sophomore, runs like he's a senior. Nice game for the Pirates. Same drive, Ladd Scriber pulling it down, and he's going to get stuck in the middle of a Rockachaw sandwich. Kanye Bankston and Heath Shin combining to pop that shin strap loose. Defense, the story of this one early on. Next drive for the pass, there's that man again, Alexander Dido, running with purpose, making a couple guys miss. First down run for the Pirates. But after another pass punt, the Rocks finally getting something going offensively. Hudson Osborne off his back foot somehow gets it to Bankston. Gotta love a good two-way player. SSC still moving the ball. Hudson dropping back again. This time hooking up with Jackson DeCerbo on the out route, first down visitors. And then a big burst from Mr. Do-It-All, Chandler Chapman, right up the gut. One broken tackle away from taking that one all the way to the house. Eventually, Rocks settle for a field goal off the boot of Evan Noel as time expires in the first quarter, making it 3-0 Stanislaus. But SSC wouldn't score again. Incredible defensive effort from Pastor Shannon on Homecoming, 21-3 win. All right, Ansley, let's get to some of these scores. Look at this big win for Stone on the road, 56-6 over Forest County AHS, and then St. Patrick getting it done at home, 35-0 over Benjamin Franklin out of New Orleans.
St. Martin taking it on over Greene County and giving them a game, 42-26. And here we have Pascagoula winning 21 over Wayne County, 14.
All right, and then Poplarville doing what the Hornets do, going on the road against Terry, 48-6 thumping there. And then Gaucher Moss Point, last score at last check in the fourth quarter, but Caden Irvin leading the way there for the Gators, 35-14 over Moss Point. And moving on to a couple more here.
Harrison Central taking over Tylertown, 32-27, still in the fourth quarter. And of course, Purvis Bay High with a 2-point difference. Gracious. Man, Purvis 30, Bay High 28. Wow.
Get these scores in a little sooner, guys. Anyway, we'll be back in 30 seconds with your WXXC Play of the Day.
Mississippians love football, and our high schools in South Mississippi like Gulfport, Moss Point, and Ocean Springs stay connected with their students, parents, and community by live streaming events, including football through WSN Live. WSN Live provides your school with everything you need for professional and seamless live streams that are easy for students to run. And your fans can watch online from anywhere on any device. With WSN Live, your school gets the right gear, a rock-solid network, and game-time tech support. Learn more at WSNLive.com.
And now, the Play of the Day. Brought to you by Cannon Motors of Mississippi.
Good thing somebody else was rolling. This is one of the second half highlights here from Picayune. Dante Dowdell, I mean, if you get tired of hearing the name, I'm not even sorry. I mean, look at this, 98 yards. No one's got him, and he's gone. He just looks bigger than everybody else on the field because he is. 98-yard touchdown for the Oregon commit, showing everybody why. I mean, this Picayune team, I mean, beating 6A teams by double digits. This looks like a team that, well, we know what they did last year.
Oh, absolutely.
They might do it again this year. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
With him on the team, I think they got a chance.
But they got another D1 guy. They got Chris Davis. They got everybody. Anyway, the whole stable's back. 88% of their rushing yards came back from last season, and they won a state title last season, and they only run the ball. So that's pretty much everything.
Some exciting things in store.
Yeah, for sure. So I think Rick likes these trips down to Picayune.
I'm a little jealous.
But emotional scene there at Biloxi. That was a really cool tribute.
Incredible. I'm glad the sound wasn't on because I would have been sniffling. It was really great. I got to talk to him afterwards, and
That's
he's just
awesome.
a great man. I mean, we're all praying for him, and we wish the best.
Absolutely. So our thoughts and prayers here at WXXV with the St. Amant family. For Week 4, this has been the Friday Night Showcase alongside Ansley Brent. I'm Jeff Hager.